It helps in aligning individual contribution to company's business results to increase productivity, enhance the performance level, and of course, in reduction of cost.
So is it all about HR?
Okay, let me explain to you like this, the roles and responsibilities in a better way. Starting with the organization first. So what the organization does is it set a business strategy and it allows time for performance management to happen. Now Sanjana, you are a manager. What you need to do is, keeping in mind those business strategy, you need to set SMART goals for your team members. And what does SMART stands for? Specific and measurable, which means it's not anything vague. It should be very specific and measurable, and you should be able to count for it and measure for it after one performance period. The next thing which comes is achievable and relevant. So you need to keep the current business reality in mind, not too high, not too low, and set a time frame which is very important. Maybe 1 calendar year. Now, after you have set the objectives, it's important that you keep on tracking and reviewing performance and coach your team members for giving a superior performance. Now, that's your role as a manager. Now, what an individual need to do? An individual need to first of all understand those objectives. They need to agree upon those objectives. They need to ask feedback from you as a manager. And as a manager, you should also give them feedback for their own development. And finally, develop a plan for them. That's what it's important for you, for the organization, for the employee. Now coming to the HR, that's your first question, right? So what HR does is HR sets strategic clarity to the entire process, and it helps in building human capital.
Could you please explain the process to me?
Sanjana, it's a very simple process. It's a very simple 3-step process, starting with planning, then tracking, and finally reviewing. Planning involves agreeing on long-term and short-term objectives or targets, agreeing on the measurements, and agree on the time frame for the targets to be completed. Planning also involves ensuring what skills